You spend nearly 1/3 of your life unconscious, motionless, vulnerable, and yet most people never question one of the most important biological decisions their body makes every single night: how they sleep. Because your sleeping position is not random. It changes how your brain cleans itself, how your spine handles pressure, how your lungs breathe, how your heart pumps, and whether you wake up restored or feeling like your body got hit by a truck driven by your own mattress. Your body is constantly adapting to gravity even while you sleep. Every position creates pressure somewhere. Every angle changes circulation. Every twist either helps your biology recover or slowly wears it down, night after night after night. And the crazy part is, your sleeping posture can even predict certain health problems before symptoms fully appear. Your body talks in positions long before it screams in pain. So, tonight we decode the hidden biology of how you sleep. Let's start with the most common sleeping position on Earth: the fetal position, the human croissant. Nearly 40% of people sleep curled up like they are trying to return to factory settings. Knees tucked, chin down, arms folded close. It feels safe because deep inside your nervous system, this is survival mode. Protect the organs, reduce exposure, conserve heat. Your ancient brain loves this position because it mimics protection inside the womb. Your body basically says, the world is dangerous. Roll into shrimp mode immediately. And biologically, it does have benefits. Sleeping on your side helps keep the airway open. Your tongue is less likely to collapse backward and choke your breathing. This is why side sleeping often reduces snoring and mild sleep apnea. Pregnant women also naturally move into this posture because it improves circulation and reduces pressure on major blood vessels. Your body intelligently shifts to protect blood flow. But here's where the problem starts. Most people don't sleep like a relaxed shrimp. They sleep like a terrified armadillo being audited by the IRS. They curl way too tightly, chin crushed into chest, knees shoved into the rib cage, spine bent like a question mark. And your body pays for it. Because when you compress yourself for 8 hours straight, your diaphragm cannot fully expand. Your lungs lose space. Breathing becomes shallower. Oxygen delivery drops. Your neck stiffens. Your hips tighten. Your knees absorb constant pressure. Some people literally wake up exhausted not because they slept too little, but because their body spent the entire night trapped in a biological folding chair. But loosen the position slightly and suddenly everything changes. Extend the legs a bit. Relax the shoulders. Place a pillow between the knees. Now your hips align. Your spine decompresses. Pressure drops. You go from stressed cave goblin to orthopedic mastermind. Or maybe you hate side sleeping entirely. Maybe you sleep flat on your back like a vampire waiting for sunset. This is the soldier position. And for your spine, this can be incredible. Sleeping flat keeps the head, neck, and spine in neutral alignment. No twisting, no asymmetrical pressure, no weird spinal torque. Your vertebrae finally get a break from feeding gravity all day. Your face also stays untouched, meaning fewer wrinkles and less bacteria grinding into your skin from the pillow. But while your spine is enjoying a luxury spa retreat, your airway is entering the Hunger Games. Because the moment you lie flat, gravity starts dragging everything backward. Your jaw slides back. Your tongue falls toward your throat. The soft tissues inside your airway begin collapsing inward like a cheap camping tent in a storm. And then it starts. The snoring. Not cute little cartoon snoring. We are talking chainsaw through concrete snoring. The kind that rattles windows, scares pets, and makes your partner consider separate bedrooms and a noise-canceling bunker. The fetal sleeper hides from danger. The soldier sleeper announces their coordinates to the entire neighborhood. And for people with sleep apnea, this is not just annoying. It is brutal biology. Your airway repeatedly closes during the night, oxygen levels crash, stress hormones spike, and your body spends hours panic rebooting itself instead of recovering. You are basically running a nightly survival simulation while unconscious. But if your airway is solid and your lower back constantly feels like it lost a bar fight, back sleeping can still be one of the best recovery positions your body has. Of course, not everyone can tolerate sleeping like a perfectly aligned museum mummy. Some people need chaos, expansion, freedom. They do not sleep on the mattress, they conquer it. Unless you evolve into the chaotic cousin of the soldier, the starfish, arms above the head, legs spread wide, entire mattress occupied like you pay rent by square meter. This sleeper does not share space. This sleeper colonizes it. And strangely enough, this position can help people who overheat at night. By spreading the limbs, you increase heat dissipation. Your body cools faster. Some people unconsciously move into starfish mode because their nervous system is desperately trying to dump excess heat. But once again, the nerves suffer. Keeping the arms overhead too long can compress nerves near the shoulders and elbows. That is how you wake up with numb fingers that feel disconnected from reality. Your body basically says, "Congratulations, you wanted airflow. Now your hands are decorative." And just like the soldier position, the starfish comes with one very loud side effect: snoring, potentially elite-level snoring. Because with your arms overhead and your body completely relaxed, your mouth is far more likely to hang open all night. Your throat dries out, your airway vibrates, and suddenly your bedroom sounds like an old vacuum cleaner fighting for its last breath. You wake up feeling like you swallowed dessert sand and spent the night yelling at a football stadium. But not everyone sleeps on their back. Some people instinctively roll sideways. Maybe you sleep rigid, structured, motionless, like a piece of lumber waiting to be loaded onto a truck. Welcome to the log sleeper. You look like a human breadstick trying not to wrinkle the hotel sheets. Arms straight, legs straight, barely occupying 10% of a king-size bed, like you are paying rent per square centimeter. But this position hides one of the most important biological advantages in all of sleep science. Your brain's cleaning system works best here. Your brain is basically running an overnight sewage treatment program, and side sleeping helps gravity assist the cleanup crew. That means, while you are drooling into a pillow looking completely defenseless, your nervous system might actually be performing elite-level maintenance. Brain cells contract slightly to create more space for cerebrospinal fluid to flow through the tissue and rinse away metabolic trash, including beta amyloid, the sticky protein sludge heavily linked to Alzheimer's disease. Your brain basically turns into a self-cleaning aquarium at 3 a.m., and research suggests side sleeping, especially the log position or a relaxed fetal posture, gives this process the best gravitational advantage. You are essentially angling your skull like a kitchen sink, so the biological garbage disposal can finally drain properly. But of course, there is a catch. Because biology never gives free upgrades. When you sleep like a log, all your body weight crushes one shoulder for hours. Blood flow compresses, nerves get pinched. It's called paresthesia. That is why you wake up with a dead arm hanging off your body like it belongs to someone else. You panic. You slap it around. You temporarily become a low-budget zombie movie. And then there is your face. Gravity does not care about your skincare routine. If you smash one side of your face into a pillow for thousands of hours per year, sleep wrinkles start forming. Permanent creases, tiny folds slowly carved into your skin because your pillow and gravity formed an alliance against you. Now, maybe you are not rigid enough for the log. Maybe your body reaches forward while you sleep, arms stretched out like you were trying to grab something in another dimension. This is the yearner. Biomechanically, it is actually a clever compromise. You still get the airway benefits and brain drainage advantages of side sleeping, but opening the arms slightly can reduce some pressure on the shoulder joint and open the chest more for breathing. But now you introduce another problem: nerve tension. Stretching the arms forward for hours can stress the brachial plexus, the massive nerve network running from your neck into your arms. This is why some yearners wake up with tingling fingers or numb hands that feel like expired hot dogs. But here is the detail almost nobody talks about. Which side are you sleeping on? Because this is not just comfort, this is internal plumbing. Your stomach curves naturally to the left. If you sleep on your right side, gravity can push stomach acid upward into the esophagus. Acid reflux gets worse, heartburn increases, your throat becomes a lava tunnel at 3 in the morning. but sleep on the left side and gravity works with you instead of against you. The stomach stays lower than the esophagus. Acid stays where it belongs. If you suffer from reflux and still sleep on your right side every night, your own mattress is betraying you. And then we reach the true sleep anarchists, the rebels, the people who examine basic human spinal mechanics and confidently decide to do the exact opposite anyway. The stomach sleepers, the free fallers, face buried into the pillow, neck twisted sideways, spine bent like a broken coat hanger. Let's be honest. Most spine specialists look at this position the same way firefighters look at gasoline near fireworks, with fear. Because to breathe while lying face down, your neck must rotate sharply for hours. Imagine walking around all day with your head permanently turned to one side. You would never do it consciously. But every night your body says, perfect. 8 hours of that sounds fantastic. This creates huge stress on the cervical spine. The lower back also collapses inward because the pelvis sinks awkwardly into the mattress. You wake up stiff, twisted, tight, like your skeleton spent the night losing a wrestling match. So, why do people still sleep this way? Because it reduces snoring almost completely. Gravity pulls the tongue forward instead of backward. The airway stays more open. And psychologically, stomach sleeping can feel protective, grounded, hidden. Some people unconsciously sleep this way during stressful periods because it creates a sense of control and shielding from the outside world. But the cost is brutal. Neck pain, lower back strain, facial compression, puffy skin, pillow wrinkles. Your face spends 8 hours being vacuum sealed into fabric. So, who wins the sleep Olympics? The truth is there is no perfect universal position. Your body constantly adapts to pain, breathing, circulation, temperature, stress, and spinal pressure. But small adjustments can completely change how you feel every morning. If you are a side sleeper with hip pain, place a pillow between your knees. If you snore heavily on your back, force yourself to side sleep by placing a pillow behind you or even sewing a tennis ball into the back of a shirt. If you are a stomach sleeper with neck pain, reduce pillow height or remove it completely to flatten spinal alignment. Because sleep is not passive, it is biological engineering. Your body repairs tissue, regulates hormones, flushes toxins, resets the nervous system, strengthens memory, balances immunity, and all of it depends partly on the position you trap yourself in for 1/3 of your entire life. So, now I want to know, which sleeper are you? The curled-up shrimp, the rigid soldier, the mattress-dominating starfish, or the chaotic free-faller slowly negotiating with a chiropractor in your future?